get ready to smash 12 resolutions all in 1 year. Traditional resolution setting or goal setting has us going from 0 to 100 basically overnight. And if you think about, if you set one for maybe your diet, maybe you set one to work out more, maybe you set one to sleep better or to go to bed on time, maybe you set a financial resolution or a myriad of other resolutions that you set. So before you know it, you have this entire list and you're overhauling your entire life overnight. Instead, let's flip it on its head. And instead of going from 0 to 100, let's go from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, 2 to 3, etc. Let me explain more. But before I do, if you are new here, I am Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women feel like themselves again, one small step at a time. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell to be notified every time I release a new video so you don't miss a thing. Like I was saying, instead of flipping our entire life on its head just because the clock strikes midnight on a new year, let's try something different, shall we? And by that, I mean, we are going to do one resolution per month for the entire year. I'm actually doing this with a current one-on-one client of mine, and she is crushing it. There are tons of reasons why this works and why this is super effective. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to do is to steal an example from Rachel Hollis. And I'm not sure if this was her original example or if she took it from something else that she heard. But the example is, pretend that you have 6 soccer balls. And this resonates with me because I played soccer in high school. So you have 6 soccer balls and your goal is to get them from this side of the field to the other side of the field. However, you only have 6 kicks per day. So obviously, if you focus on kicking each ball one time each day, it's going to feel like forever before you get to the other side, because you can only make one kick progress on each ball each day. Instead, if you focus all 6 of your kicks on one ball, you can get to the other side of the field in one day. Same goes for our resolutions. When we are working a little bit toward a bunch of different resolutions, so say like a handful of resolutions, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you are trying to focus a little bit each day on each one of those, it can feel like you are putting in so much effort and not really getting any results. So instead, we're flipping it and doing this soccer ball example and putting all of our focus on one resolution for the month. So to make this practical for you, I want you to, when I'm done explaining it, pause the video and actually do this activity. Write down the resolutions that you want to accomplish this year, that you have in mind, and it can be as many as you want, as big as you want, as small as you want, but write them all down. Okay, you paused? Okay, cool. Now you're back, and what I want you to do now, and you'll pause again after I'm done explaining this, is I want you to rank them in order of easy to hard. So number 1 being the easiest, and then the last one being the hardest. Let's pretend you have 12 for the sake of this video. It's going to make it way easier as I continue with this example. So you've got 1 to 12 from easiest to hardest. And then you are going to rank them from the things that you most want to do. So the ones that are the most important to you to the one that is least important to you. So from 1 to 12, most important to least important. So easiest to hard, most important to least important. All right, now that you have done that little exercise, you've listed out your resolutions, you have them ranked easiest to hardest, most important to you, I want you to look and see if any of your top 3 most important to you are in the top 3 easiest ones. The reason being is because we want the first month to be easy. We need it to be an easy one because we need to start with success. So many resolutions and programs or diet plans or whatever goals that you have, so many of them have us set up for failure right away, and they fail. We didn't fail, they failed because they set us up to fail from the beginning. So we are going to take the opposite approach, and we are going to start with easy so we can find success, build confidence, and gain momentum right away in the first month. Find that habit that is most important to you, that is in the top 3 of easy. Take your pick and do that one for the first month. Now, the caveat is you have to be 80% consistent with whatever it is. So if you want to work out every single day, you have to get 24 workouts in that month. I'm assuming 30 days. You have to get 24 workouts in that month. Maybe you want to get in 3 walks per week. So that's 12 walks throughout the entire month. You can only miss a couple because you need that 80% to say that you did it, that you were consistent, you did the habit. And only once you're at that 80%, then the second month you move on to your next thing, your next resolution, you add it on. So you don't hit it and quit it. You don't go crazy hard for a month and then forget about that first resolution. No, we're building it into your life in a sustainable way where you can keep the habit going. When things get crazy, when you're adding on more things, that habit is going to sustain itself once you're at that 80%. So the second month, again, you introduce that new one, and then you're still doing the first one. So you can see by the end of the year, you will have added on these 12 resolutions, but it will have been over the course of the year, over the course of time, so that it doesn't feel like you're flipping your whole lifestyle overnight. You took a year to do each of these things, and you don't add on, like I said, until you are 80% consistent with the habit that you're currently doing. So even in month 4, you are going to be consistent with all 4 of your habits before you move on to the 5th one. And this is a strategy for accomplishing so much more throughout the entire year. It's like that quote from Bill Gates, and I'm kind of paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact time frames that he used, but we always overestimate what we can do in, say, a day or a week or a couple of weeks, but we underestimate what we can do in a year or 5 years or 10 years. So we are taking the overestimating in a day, we're just taking that off the plate. We're saying, nope, not going to do it anymore. And instead, we are focusing on one thing at a time, so that then we can build, and at the end of the year, really surprise ourselves with how far we've come. And when you're ready to keep adding on month after month after month, you work your way through your list. You can alternate between easy and hard. You can work your way down the easy list or down the important list, whatever works for you, however you want to do it. But again, that first month, find something easy. Pick an easy one to do to gain the confidence, to start with success, and gain momentum that first month. While everyone else is fizzling out on their resolutions, you are just starting to ramp up. Like I mentioned, I am working through this with a one-on-one coaching client of mine right now, and she is finding it so much easier because she actually has specific milestones to hit. So she knows if she's not 80%, she's not going on to the next thing, which she wants to do the next thing. So she is hell-bent on getting that 80%, making it happen no matter what. And then she's excited to keep adding on. So traditional programs, maybe you want to lose 20 pounds. Sure, you might have 5-pound increments in goals, but you don't know when they're coming. You don't know what's actually going to get you there. Like, is it going to be this workout that's going to do it? Or is it going to be the next workout that's going to do it? You don't actually have a concrete idea or a timeline. So it's really ambiguous as to what has an effect on your plan. Whereas this, you have a consistency calendar. You know, if you hit 80%, then you get to go on to the next thing. And you keep building and keep growing. And all of it is in a way that is sustainable. And you won't even notice these changes happening because you're only doing one thing at a time. And again, before you know it, the year will have gone by anyways, and you will have these 12 new lifestyle habits that completely transformed your life. So if you are looking to start setting realistic resolutions in a way that you can actually accomplish this, try it out. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going to be your month 1 resolution or habit thing that you're going to start with. And remember, it's easy. Make it easy. And if you are looking to start a workout routine, I actually have a free 4-week plan. So it can be your first month if working out is the thing that you want to do. I can't make it any easier. I have the entire 4 weeks mapped out for you. All you have to do is press play. That is it. Just show up. No more searching for workouts, no more wasting time going down the rabbit hole. You can have this free 4-week plan. I'm putting the link in the description box below. Just grab it, sign up, and get started. So happy new year, happy resolutions in your new year. I cannot wait to hear how this strategy works for you.